Hello guys, yeah, welcome to my channel again. In this trade, we'll be doing a trade recap of this GDP USD that I that I entered last week, and the trade plays out this week. So it took a lot of times, and this was the trade before I execute the trade, and this was it after the trade plays out. So let's dive into it and let's see how the thought process happened. So I would not want to go too far, but let me just say, if we can just go a little bit back to daily time frame so that we'll be able to analyze how we arrive at this 4 hours entry confirmation. So, and it's very simple, and based on what we've been explaining, we want to see a directional confirmation, and we want to see inducement taken out, and this will confirm our break of structure. So once we have a break of structure, then we repeat the same process. We wait for inducements, we look for 50-50 decisional POI and extreme. If this one fail, then you wait for another opportunity and you buy from here. So as I said, we only have two valid POI that is very that have high probability. The rest is likely to be SMT. So in a situation whereby you have multiple POIs, let's say you have this, and this serve as the first one serve as your inducement, the second one serve as your decisional POI, then you look for your extreme. The extreme is the only one that you can deal with. If this one fail, this one will definitely serve as SMT. We see a small reaction and it will fail again. This is the only one with high probability that can push the market up. So, and I believe that you people know how I trade by now, and my thinking, my thought process, and how I execute my trade. So that's exactly what I follow, the same process. So as you can see, GDP USD was bullish, and I said, okay, let's see what's going to happen. And I noticed we had an inducement here. The market came back for it and push up. So this confirmed break of structure for me, like this. So, and what next? Market came back for this inducement again and did what? And push up. But as I said, when this push happened that confirmed this break of structure, there was no inducement, and market do not create any inducement above. So it means that this low will serve as our liquidity point, and this will not be a confirmed break of structure. And then we wait for our POIs. And if you look below here, I don't think we had a valid POIs here. I think somewhere here, based on daily time frame. So, and as you can see, market do not respect this one. Market took out this as a liquidity point. Then market came to the extreme. There's no extreme order block, and there was a reaction. So, and you see, at the end of the day, market was unable to push up to this level to break the structure, and market came back and gave us change of character here. So it means the market is telling us that, okay, I'm I'm done going up for now. I want to sell. So that's the essence. That's the meaning of change of market structure shift. That's what people call it. So, and as you can see, but the concept is you can have double market structure shift. This can happen depending on what the market wants to do, and you will still want to sell, and this will happen. This will be the second one. This will be the first one. So it's normal in the market. The real concept is just follow the plan, then let the market do its things. So that's exactly what happened in this GDP daily time frame scenario. I've done the analysis. If you watch my last uh, top down analysis that I dropped, you can see how we arrive at this place and what actually happened when you go as far back as monthly POI. So, and we had a change of character to the upside here. After we had this change of character to the downside, we are expecting to be selling, and this is the only point that we'll be expecting the reaction from. Then this is the only point we can go to lower time frame to go and find confirmation. And as you can see, market do not respect this, and even if you move to lower time frame, you will not see confirmation. So, and since no confirmation, there is no trade, and market finally did what? Gave us another change of character to the upside. So, and knowing that, all I need to do is that position for buy, but not that I'll buy in daily time frame. Remember, we only look daily time frame and higher time frame to understand the directional bias of the market, and we trade towards whatever the market is telling us to do. So, and as you can see, after that, this level serve as my daily inducement, because we are now shifted from bearish to bullish again. So we are looking for um daily inducement is the first thing after change of character. Then we now look for our POIs. So you can see this was the last low that the market created before this impulsive move, and this was the other flow, and refined purpose, this was the other block that the market is expected to respond from. But based on my experience and what I'm seeing on higher time frame, the higher, which is monthly time frame, I knew that this low is going to be a weak low, and the market is likely going to take out this low. So for me to be able to take advantage of that little understanding, all I need to do when market was in this place, I knew this is the next level the market is targeting first, and second level is this place. And if this one fail, then this low is the third level that the market is likely going to trade towards. So that's why I went to 4H. That's why I went to 4H. I had to trade on this in this move already. So this is the second one. So I went to 4H and I just want to see a structure towards to this level. What is happening here was not my business. All I know is market is coming to this level first, and it's also going to mitigate this level seconds. And if this level fail, then we are coming down. So for me to take advantage of that, I just had to do what? I just have to position for sell. So when market was here, I was expecting market to sweep this high and close below, but that doesn't happen. So I was waiting patiently. And as you can see, then after market break below here, this was not a break of structure. Why? Because we do not have any inducement. As I said, according to my trading rules, it was only inducement that confirm a break of structure. If no inducement, no matter how good the structure is, I don't consider it as break of structure. So, and as you understand, trading is all about perspective. It's not about whether someone is right or someone is wrong. So, and as you can see, I waited patiently. Market created this move like this, then drop. So, and what do we have? Market went back, take out this inducement and mitigate this decisional POI or next available POI, which I call decisional POI. And as you can see, market drop. So immediately I saw that, I knew that this is a break of structure confirmed for me, and this high is definitely going to be protected. As long as market is still trading, is still not getting to this level, and we still have this level we can trade into. So, and for me to stop taking advantage of this move, I had it in mind that until my setup, my 4 hour setup is invalidated, that's when I will confirm that it's either this level is going to hold or market is preparing for change of for buying momentum in daily time frame. So, and I knew this level is going to be protected. So all I do is to wait for market to take out inducement. And as you can see, after break of structure, before break of structure, market push back and gave us this move and this and this. So, and as I said, for me to pick my inducement is either the previous pullback that the market did before break of structure or the recent pullback that the market did after break of structure. And as you can see, this was the recent break of structure, that recent pullback, valid pullback that the market did for me. And what I did was I marked it as my inducement, and I knew this was my decisional POI, and I knew this was my extreme, because I know that this level must be protected, this high must be protected. So my plan was to sell here, then wait for, if this one fail, then I will resell here. This is high probability, this is low, a kind of 50-50 probability. So, and as you can see, we had a good trade here and market drop plan. So immediately we had break of structure. I was skeptical because by that time market has mitigated the daily time frame POI. But for me to confirm it, I decided to take a risk, because for me to know whether this level is going to hold, then 4 hours change of character must occur. It means that this level must be taken out, because this was going to be the high and it must be taken out. So, but because I knew what the monthly time frame is saying, and based on my analysis, and I know that this level is likely to fail and this market is likely to trade towards this level. So, but for me to confirm that, I still have to follow the same plan. And what do I do? Mark my inducement. Where is my inducement? I had 4 hours inducement here. This was my inducement. This was my last valid pullback that the market did. If you don't know how I pick my valid pullback, you can just watch my previous video. And this serves as a decisional POI. So, and how do I pick this entry? I do not pick this entry because there is no valid other block here, but I picked this entry based on my second entry model, 75% pullback. Why? When market was here, I actually tried to sell. I sell from here, put my stop loss somewhere here, like this, I think somewhere here, and I target 1 to 3. So I think somewhere here. So, and as you can see, market gave me some moves and failed, but failed and hit my break even. So I exited this trade based on break even, and I knew market need more momentum because this is kind of low probability. And I went up, I couldn't find valid other block that the market is likely to respect. And if this happen, it's kind of likely the market will sweep this high. But because I knew this high must also be protected because it's our structure high. So all I did was to take a chance, then take my Fibonacci from this swing high to this swing low and drag it to the side. So, and I waited for 75% pullback and set my limit order, put my stop loss here and target 1 to 2.5. So, and remember, I knew it's a risky trade. So I minimize my risk and I target 2.5. So, and you can see, so this trade is all about, it's not just about winning this trade that really counts or that really matters to me, but the psychology of being able to execute this trade and still come out profitable on this trade. Look at something. Markets did what? Immediately I got triggered. Markets enter my negative zone, and from here, markets come down to almost my TP. So if I was so emotional and I was not disciplined enough and I was kind of outcome driven, say, okay, I must win this trade and so on, two things will have happened. It's either I move my stop loss to break even because I will not want to lose the money that the market has given me, and I will be so confident that market is going to hit my TP because of that. But because I understand that the goal of the market is to make you emotional, and when I was waiting for market to come and hit my TP, I just saw a very big bullish green candle, and market went back to my negative zone straight immediately with just 1 4 hours candle. So by that time, you have to, if you don't know what you are doing, you will be panic. You will panic out and probably think market, this bullish engulfing, blah blah blah. And market is going to continue that momentum, and market is going to, all those things are for people that still don't understand how this game works, how this market works. So, and they are still having issue with their psychology because this is all about psychology. Market gives you money. Let's say you are risking $1,000, and market has already given you about $2,000 plus, and you are targeting $2,500. And you can see after giving you $2,000, market went back to your negative, almost to my SF. So this will be if I'm risking $1,000 now. This will be minus almost $800 from plus $2,000, and I was still holding the trade because I knew that if this is going to happen, then this level is going to be protected. And one other thing I did was I knew this is a kind of risky trade, so I've already reduced my risk to the level that I'm willing to let go, even if this happens. Because the money I risk on this trade is just to confirm whether this higher time frame POI is going to be respected or not. So the money is for me to know whether it's going to, and if I'm going to use my money to confirm this thing whether it's going to happen, then I'll have to apply proper risk management and make sure that the money I'm using to find out is not the money that is going to have a drastic negative impact on my account if this trade goes south. So, and that's how exactly immediately market got here. I saw some rejection and I was still expecting whatever things that want to happen, and systematically you can see market went down and market dropped. So these are the psychology behind this game. Look at it again. This is another thing. It remain how many pip? 1 pip for this trade to hit my TP, almost 1 or 2 pip for this trade to hit my TP. And this market went back and took another 8 hours. Each candle is for 4 hours. And this market rejected, use another complete 4 hours and another complete 4 hours, which make it 8 hours. On the way to the another 4 hours, that was when we had a TP hit. And if you look at it, this was going to be around 10 p.m. candle. So market was supposed to hit our TP around let me check. Market supposed to hit our TP around 22. That's about 10 in the night, and you can see 6 a.m. in the morning. That's when this market later hits TP. So it's just about the psychology. You just have to understand the psychology of this game, and you have to be disciplined enough to stay to your rules and make sure that you are not kind of too emotional and kind of emotionally attached to the individual trade. So the concept is I knew if this trade lose, I will position for another trade and I'll wait for the next outcome. So but if this is your only trade that you think is going to make you big money and you over leverage and so on, then you have a lot of sleepless nights on this trade or probably close this trade at negative zone. So that's it for this trade, and um I've already positioned for another setup in this trade. So this is going to serve going forward. This is going to serve as my inducement, and I look at it, I couldn't find any valid other block on this pair. So all I do is to apply the same concept, 75% pullback. Then if market comes here, then I will execute again until I had a losing trade on this setup. That's when I will give up and know that market is preparing to do what, to give us bullish momentum. So that's it for this setup. Bye for now, guys. If you have any other question, you can also drop it in the comment section. Bye for now.